What do you want to talk about for this opening intro bit?
I don't know. A lot's going on with you.
I'm also wearing your shirt.
Yeah, that looks nice on you.
So a lot of times Allison will clean out her closet and then I'll come and just take stuff. Like a weird orphan that she's adopted.
It's like a hand-me-down. My sister is sending me so much hand-me-down clothes. I'm going to have a new wardrobe.
Oh, are they designers?
Yeah. But I was
Your
like,
sister.
Joss, don't bother with the pants. Not going to fit.
Oh!
Did you see? Oh, I didn't even forward you the
What?
pictures I took of her ass in those new pants.
I'd love to see them.
To Igor.
Why?
That's not appropriate.
I sent them to my girlfriend.
You shouldn't have.
She said, "Whoa, that's a snack."
I support the body positive movement.
If you were a guy, we'd have to stop being friends.
Please, in the comments, tell me what you think of facial hair. I hate shaving, but I do it to look presentable to you, the audience.
But you have such a good jawline. You should have like a little 5 o'clock shadow.
A little zoop, yeah?
Yeah.
But you know what? I wish I could grow it here, and I can't. And that hurts me.
You have like a chin stripe.
I hate the chin stripe. No one likes a chin stripe.
This is your main topic, so you can introduce it.
Okay, great. Hello, welcome to JBU Topics 3.0.
West Side?
Oh no.
So today's topic is one that I want to talk about, which is changing views on polyamory.
I don't think it exists.
How is that different from your normal view of polyamory? That seems like the same view. What I want to talk about is that
You're not polyamorous anymore. Congratulations.
No, I am. I think that I am skewing more towards non-monogamy than towards polyamory.
What's the difference?
Okay, so polyamory to me means multiple relationships at once, which I've done in the past. Mm-hmm. And like multiple like people that you love, you know, like boyfriend, girlfriend, or 2 girlfriends or 2 boyfriends, whatever. And I think
people you care about.
Non-monogamy is more like either just casually dating a bunch of people or having one primary partner and then fucking around with other people, but not necessarily like getting long-term involved with other people.
Non-monogamy is one-night stands with other people
or
while
like
you're in a
1 month
relationship.
Stands or like couple month stands, but not like a long-term, having multiple long-term partners.
So is it more like a physical connection than an emotional connection?
With the other people, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, or a short-term emotional connection. Like someone that you're like...
Can you
but
control
that's not,
that?
yeah, because
you
what if that grows in?
Because there are people that I'm friends with that I like would hook up with for like a couple months, but they're just like friends. I've had a couple relationships where it's just kind of like we're like buddies, and sometimes we hook up, but like we have like it's less.
That's not really emotional romantically.
No, but it is more like it's more than just like a one night stand. Non-monogamy falls within polyamory, so I think I'm still considered polyamorous, but just personally.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, but just like personally.
Wouldn't polyamory fall within non-monogamy?
Yes. What's the umbrella?
I think the umbrella is non-monogamy.
Non-monogamy, yeah.
And then you've got polyamory. You've got hooking up.
You've got
being
Scientology.
One thing we want to make clear is that polyamory is connected to Scientology, and please quote us on that.
When you have 6 people on the side, you finally get to see the Thaden.
Like, it's good to be like, as you grow and change, you can change the way that you identify and the way you feel about things. I think a lot of times people feel nervous to like change or adapt the way that they identify, or change like, you know, the way that they like say like, oh, I'm thinking about toying with this other type of thing, or this, you know, even people who are like strongly identified as gay and then slowly were like, oh, maybe I'm more bisexual than I thought, or whatever. But there's like so much stigma against changing. Mm-hmm. So I just want to normalize being able to change a little bit.
That's really how I dealt with being a vegetarian. Because that was a strong part of my identity from 8 to 21.
Yeah.
And then when I kind of started eating some meat for protein, I felt like I lost a part of myself. Mm-hmm. And now I only really eat like red. I don't eat red meat and I don't eat pork. I really only eat like chicken, fish, and turkey.
Yeah.
But there's no word for that, and that's been really hard.
Isn't that pescatarian?
You're right.
Oh, and my belief in God has shifted. I didn't used to have one. I was an atheist, and now I believe in one.
Oh, so wow. Are you a Scientologist?
I think it's healthy to be able to talk about like re-examining the way you identify. And like, I think for me, polyamory is a big thing, and I still am part of the community, and still like for shorthand identifies polyamorous, but in the nuanced discussion of it, I think I'm more non-monogamous now, and that's okay.
Why do you think you've changed?
Time management mostly.
You needed to write a book? You had a deadline?
I had a book due, and so that was real rough on me. Yeah, but time management, and also like what I feel like I wanna, how I personally have been successful at it, and I haven't. So other people can be. I'm not saying it's not a thing. Obviously it is a thing, but I personally was like, I'm not very good at this in terms of time management. I should rethink how I want to live.
Have you ever thought to save even more time to be non-monogamous with Allison, if Allison was okay with it?
What do you mean?
What?
Oh, because we already hang out a lot?
Yeah.
So just cut
Like,
out
would
the
you
middleman
ever
and
spend a
just
month-
be together?
Yeah. Have you ever thought of hooking
No,
up
I've
with Allison?
never thought about it.
I think I should stop eating meat.
Okay, let's go back to that. I'll be a vegetarian with you.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm
I
glad
won't.
we figured that
I'm very
out.
proud of you for going and changing. And I also think it's important to acknowledge that you've probably felt a public pressure to remain a certain way because you had announced that to the world.
No,
Are
that's
you
not-
saying without the
No,
public
and I'm
she
saying-
would be
No, I'm
monogamous?
saying I think that it's great that you're willing to change the way you identify. Like when I grew out my bangs.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you have to push boundaries.
By the way, you are so brave.
I did go back to the bangs.
But that's what I mean. You can go back and forth, and maybe I'll meet someone and decide that it does work, and I do want to be poly. But I also think I could go the rest of my life and be like, no, non-monogamy was the right thing. Do a small explanation of believing in God now, changing to believe in God now.
Before I thought I felt I was completely atheist. I was all about Hitchens. There's no way there's any guy in the sky. I still don't think there's any guy in the sky, but I think that there is no way for me to comprehend the way that all of the billions of pieces of existence all fit together and move together like in a butterfly effect way. And so there's no reason for me to try and predict it and just accept that even though I don't think there's some sort of humanoid figure guiding everything, there is, I think, a flow of life. There is the force. The force, exactly. And I think like when I am in that flow, when I am not in my own self-will and instead when I can step into the guiding force, then I feel calm and present. And whenever I'm trying to have things my way, then things aren't going as well.
So you're more agnostic now. Spiritual.
I do
And it's good, and we all grow and change and,
Yeah.
and think about things differently and come to different conclusions, and that's great. But I do think Allison is right.
You drunk?
I think you're right that there is a public pressure to stay a thing that you said you were.
I
hot.
understand polyamory. Maybe I still struggle with the idea of how I could ever balance two full-blown relationships. But I understand non-monogamy now, and I can see how it could be a good fit for a lot more people than I had originally thought.
Hey!
Yeah, whoa, that's a change. That's a growing change.
Great job, guys.
Non-monogamy just seems more fun.
I just don't think, like, I used to think, like, oh, if someone cheats on you, then the relationship's over, and I just don't think that anymore. I also just think that, like, you guys have to be open about things and talk about things, and, you know,
Honesty.
you don't need hard and fast rules.
Wow.
Whoa.
Who even is she?
I think
don't know.
a thief.
It must be the meat.
In conclusion, we're all meat-eating Scientologists. Good day to you.
This is new to the channel. A beer.
I think it was in our very first episode, Gaby pretended to be drinking a beer so that we could seem rough and tumble.
Different? Oh,
There's
you're
also-
the good one. She was
In
the
one
bad
of
one.
our first episodes, I'm fully smoking weed in the video.
Really?
Yeah.
Just smoking the dough.
I am lighting up a pipe. And
You
go
can't
back and
even-
check.
You
Go back
can't
and
even
smoke.
handle weed.